Hello everybody, Andy the Balrog here, and welcome to the second of a new series I'm trying out, where basically I teach you to cook some cheap but ultimately quite delicious food. Now, last weekend, if you joined me on the Sunday, it was roast parsnip and apple soup, and that went really well. So this week, what we've done is I've had a bit of a chat with you guys on Twitter, and a couple of people have asked for shepherd's pie, otherwise called cottage pie. Now, I've done some Googling because I genuinely don't know the difference between cottage pie and shepherd's pie. And I'm pretty sure cottage pie is made with lamb, shepherd's pie... Wait, no, it's the other way around. Shepherd's pies tend to be made with lamb mince. Cottage pie is pretty much beef mince. But I gotta be honest, you can put in any kind of meat you like. So I'm going to be doing my cottage pie with mincemeat. So I'm going to go out and pick up about 600 grams, I think, of minced beef. But like I say, any mincemeat should be fine. But you'll also need just some standard olive oil. But again, sunflower oil or even butter would work, to be honest. So it's just whatever you happen to have in your kitchen. I'm going to grab 2 smaller onions, or like just 1 big onion, but I quite like onions. Now, it does depend like what you like. I'm going to put in carrots and mushrooms, but you can put in celery if you like. You can put in sweet corn if you like a slightly sweeter one. But you know, this is where you can kind of do your own thing, really. But I'm going to put a list up as well of other stuff that you can put in if you want to experiment a bit. Now, you can also pick up a garlic clove, because you'll need a couple of cloves of garlic. Flour is something you'll probably have in your cupboard anyway. You'll need some tomato puree, and again, this is optional, but you might want to stick in a glass of red wine. It just gives it quite an amazing flavour, to be honest. You'll need some beef stock, so about a pint of beef stock, some Worcestershire sauce, some thyme sprigs, and some bay leaves. Now again, the thyme and the bay leaves, you may have them knocking around the house in a cupboard somewhere, but if not, pretty much, I don't know what it's like over in America, but you can get them in pretty much every single kind of British supermarket. If you're not sure, just ask a member of staff and they should be able to help you out. Now, for the mashed potato on the top, basically all that stuff before was for the filling, for the juicy filling, and for the mash, you'll need... To be honest, I mean, you'll probably need quite a few potatoes. So for the amount that I said before, like 600 grams of beef, you're probably looking at about a kilo of potatoes. So, you know, quite a lot, anywhere between 800 grams and a kilo of potatoes. You'll need about 200 ml of milk, maybe 150 to 200 ml of milk, about 25 grams of butter, about 200 grams of cheese. Now, I love strong cheddar cheese, but there's no reason why you can't use kind of different kinds of cheese. But you know, cheddar goes really well with the beef mix. And if you've got it, this is an optional, but you might want to grab some nutmeg. Now, nutmeg and cheese go really well together. So if you're doing anything like macaroni and cheese as well, sprinkle some nutmeg on there. Oh, you will not regret it. So there we go. So the list is up on the screen now, but I've also put it down in the description for easy cut and pasting and printing. And you've got a couple of hours to go out and get all that stuff. Hoping shops should still be open, because it is a Sunday after all. I think next week what I'll do is I'll try and be slightly more organised and sort this all out on the Friday. And then I'll get the list up and the video out on the Friday or the Saturday to give you a bit more time to get down to the shops and to get all this stuff in. Still though, if you don't have a chance to go out and get it now, the vid should be up on Twitch for a little while after the show anyway, so there's no reason why you can't go out and do it on the Monday or the Tuesday. So, the stream will start at about 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. GMT, so as of now that's in about 5 hours or so, so that's 6 p.m. GMT, and I'm not sure when it is EST and Central, so I'll make sure I find out and put a notice on the screen. But yeah, there we go. So anything you want to ask me, either tweet me or put it in the comments down below, and I'll see you at about 6 o'clock.